Huang Zhenming's latest action movie is coming in 2024. After the elevator war, God, a new temptation arises. The racing car war God plays enemies amid the ancient city. Between racing cars, no need to say more. Also, awards affairs, family main and deputy, washing, mopping the floor, cooking, taking wife's money, but he forgot that his wife is a police officer. Drinking a lot, he won't be himself. As the strongest police officer in the crime investigation team, and the man behind it, Mei Shan just gave a glance. She could only obediently comply. After kneeling and stabbing, Mei Shan was furious inside. She wanted to kill him, but also felt a bit sorry. After all, this man took care of the family, arranged his life in a very orderly way. She decided to keep him. Besides, he was very slick-tongued. I really want to kill him. Is this what they call a marriage? Goodness is found in reason. There is support for the search against evil, because the success rate of evil schemes is as high as 90%. Goodness is no different. Highly efficient, quick to apprehend, can endure and fight back as long as he has targeted someone. For the sake of respecting the model, one acts without hesitation, even in the absence of evidence. He can also subdue you first, then slowly look for it. He is already quite formidable. But he doesn't know. His husband is actually not someone to be underestimated. Some aspects, he is even more powerful than him. That night, a woman was assaulted by several men. In the end, the woman was overwhelmed. She jumped off the building in despair. A few men were still uneasy. They fired several more shots. The police arrived the next day to investigate. They discovered the woman was wearing a bulletproof vest. Her life was not in critical danger. She was unconscious only because of severe blood loss. The criminal Wenzi's methods were extremely professional. All nearby surveillance cameras were destroyed. To stop the woman from being chased any further, Mei Shan instructed her subordinates to leak the information. It is said that the woman has already been beaten. That same night, while Xiang Wu was buying fruit, she also encountered a woman being chased and attacked. Moreover, she even knew that woman. Her name was Shiju. She was her former colleague. When Shiju was trapped in a dead-end alley, she suddenly struck and took down one attacker. Before the remaining attackers could react, she once again used untrained GN2 knowledge to knock down two opponents. Shiju also seized the chance to knock down one. Wubong and Shiju cut off something. She saw her secret manual. The child's father is named Jin Zhongchan. He was also her former colleague at the Intelligence Bureau. From the conversation, it was learned that Shiju had also retired. A few days ago, Zhongchan also suddenly disappeared. Then a black man appeared and grabbed her. Xiang Wubin wanted to comfort her. Shiju suddenly gave false testimony. She said this matter has nothing to do with her. She turned around and quickly left. Unfortunately, this scene was just caught by EU. It was not Mei Shan's colleague who saw it. Then the nature of the matter changed. Two fools thought Mei Shan was betrayed, so they went to the captain to complain. All of this is true. Of course, we saw it with our own eyes. Should we tell EU about this? No need, I've already heard it. But regarding their description, Mei Shan doesn't believe it. That freeloader could have the guts. Coming home at night, the table still has Jiang Wu. Left her a fragrant hot dinner. Arrived at Wuxi, saw Jiang Wu already asleep. She secretly checked her wallet. The money stolen in the morning wasn't all spent. I said it's impossible for anything strange to happen. To make up for the slight guilt from her doubts, she again took the initiative to put money added tens of thousands of yuan. In the middle of the night, Jiang Wu couldn't fall asleep. Looking at old photos, recalled some past events. 6 years ago, the four of them went to Russia to carry out a mission, but were ambushed. No matter how she tried to explain or fight back, she never knew the truth. But all for the sake of her good brother. She chose to betray her country without hesitation. She revealed the content of the plan. As a result, her brother was still killed. She herself was also targeted by ruthlessly expelled her, cut off all her resources and support. After that, she returned to an ordinary life. She met her teammate Shiju again, and another whose fate is unknown. Go ahead without worry. I will take good care of us. Your wife's. The next day, she took the wife's money and bought maternal and baby supplies to show care for Shiju. Unfortunately, this scene was witnessed again by Mei Shan's two goofy colleagues. They even took many photos and sent them to the team leader. This time, the evidence was solid. Mei Shan had to believe it even if she didn't want to. In the evening, I drowned my sorrows with colleagues over drinks. I was really blind. I even felt guilty last night. Jiang Hu followed to Shiju's house. Shiju took her to an underground secret room. She told Jiang Hu that Zhongchan discovered corruption in the housing department before going missing and was planning to gather evidence to report it. She was afraid it would worry her, so she was doing all these things in secret. Then he took out an envelope. He said it was found in the mailbox yesterday. Jiang Hu opened the envelope. Inside was a pen. After snapping the pen, he found a note inside. It was a website address. After logging into the website, the computer popped up a chat window. Before they could speak, the other party sent a message. They want to bring them over. Shiju didn't know how to respond. Jiang Hu said that, since the other party knows your home address, have you been harmed? It indicates that the other party should be a trustworthy person. So I asked the other party if I could bring someone. The other party didn't say anything. They directly gave a hotel room number, told them to go there at 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Drunken, harsh words. After Mei Shan got home, she started rummaging through the drawers, hoping to find some evidence of Jiang-Hu's infidelity. He can cheat even with just this little secret money? Soon Jiang-Hu came back. It means he wants to borrow his car tomorrow. Why borrow the car? Well, autumn has arrived. Tomorrow just happens to be the weekend. I want to go out and relax a bit. Stop, we keep changing. Mei Shan doesn't expose him either. Just wait and see how I catch the culprit tomorrow. The next day, Mei Shan made an appointment with the captain. Your car is quite flashy. Damn it. Your mom is quite stylish, huh? The two of them followed along and arrived at the hotel. I don't want to. This car is passing by. It's unbearably hot. Oh, which episode does this chaos with the car belong to? Mei Shan is so angry, she wants to go in and kill them. The captain hurriedly stopped her. If you go in now and things haven't even started yet, wouldn't that be a wasted trip? Is there key evidence to be obtained? Listen to me. Let's first use the drone to check the live stream. Sure enough, nothing has happened in the room yet. The bureau called about this matter. They said that woman has woken up. Return quickly. Let's go. Go back. Then what do we do here? It's easy to handle. Mei Shan blocked the car in front of Jiang-Hu's vehicle. What does that mean? This matter, fishing, on Jiang-Hu's side. The mysterious person invited them to another room again. The mysterious person claims to be a middle-class underling. He has special intelligence. He wants to give it to the team. Please look at the PPT. Last year, the Ministry of Defense collaborated with Russia on a new generation housing project. This included the development of new weapons based on Russian aerospace technology. However, all of this was fake. It was only to swindle 3.5 trillion in military funds. I told you so. Russia is very busy right now. They don't have time to mess around with you guys. The one leading this fake cooperation is a military contractor named General Miao. The other party is very mysterious. Jin Zhongchen organized a team specifically to track him. As a result, many died terribly. But their deaths were not in vain. They managed to obtain some crucial items. Because the amount of funds was huge, those corrupt officials cooperating did not completely trust General Diao. They planned to first transfer the funds to the Security Command for management. During the transfer process, Jin Zhongchen found an opportunity to take advantage of the loophole. They froze the account holding the money through hacking methods. They secretly took away and hid the secret account files. They used this to lure out General Tiao. The outcome was far from the ideal. Reality was harsh. They were not strong enough. General Tiao didn't show up. The Jin middle class ended up sacrificing themselves. Now he is detained in a place officially called a psychiatric hospital. In reality, it is a den used for torture and forced confessions. What a coincidence. The woman who was being chased and saved by Jilly, she happened to be a subordinate of Kim Jong-chan. He also informed Mei Shan about the investigation into General Diao. After Mei Shan finishes dealing with Jilly's matters, when she returned, Jiang Wu and Seiju had already left, watching the footage from the dash cam. Damn adulterous couple. Returning to Jilly, Mei Shan immediately went online using the Boklong phone. Stinky man, watch how I catch him in bed. In the middle of the night, taking advantage of Jiang Wu sleeping, he carefully pried open Jiang Wu's eyelids and unlocked his phone. Then he practiced unlocking the phone and began to unlock it. Unexpectedly just finished, Jiang Wu, who was struggling, also woke up. Fortunately, he was startled, quickly pretended to be sleepwalking. So you're here? Ah, you're so determined. Shijian listened to Jiang Wu's phone. The next day, we found that Jiang Wu had actually gone into the mountains. Damn, is it really necessary to run so far just to steal something? Even for stealing, it's not that extreme. They want to go hunting. This is a psychiatric hospital detaining wealthy middle-class patients. Looking at the hand positions, it's so strict. It's basically impossible to get in by normal means. After several days of observation, they discovered that only Feng Feng's car could enter freely. So Shiju got 2 sets of cars and passes. After sneaking Jiang Wu in, Shiju immediately took control of the staff at the psychiatric hospital. Then Jiang Wu disguised himself as a psychiatric patient under cover of darkness. In front of the guard, he pulled the alarm. After pulling it, he ran away. Hey, what? Jiang Wu successfully disguised himself as a psychiatric patient and was taken into the ward. Steel exhaust ward. He launched a sneak attack on the guard post. He put on a new disguise, then, following Shiju's instructions, found the interrogation room where Jin Zhongchen was held. The rescue went incredibly smoothly all the way. At this time, on the police station side, they also used multiple surveillance feeds. They located the place where Jin Zhongchen was kidnapped. The surveillance shows, after the refined middle class was kidnapped, a woman appeared in the confusion. Zooming in and looking closely, the mistress. That's right. After going through so many things, General Miao finally surfaced. Unexpectedly, he is actually Shiju. It turns out he is not the refined middle class's wife, that so-called refined middle class's junior. He is also one of his men. He came to his secret base. He contacted all the officials involved in this matter. The first thing was to deal with that security commander, who wouldn't cooperate. He didn't have that ability. What money could he be in charge of? Now he has contacted all the officials. He intends to do it in front of everyone, to extract the fund accounts from Jing Zhongchen's mouth. Jing Zhongchen is too tight-lipped. No matter how much they pressured him, he wouldn't speak. So he devised a scenario to make him relive his past life and death, so he would open up. A person, once he believes he is safe, but not completely safe, he will speak freely, revealing all his secrets. Sure enough, a life full of refined middle-class expression. He probably won't live long. Then I went out and let them talk. After the middle class noticed there were no outsiders, sure enough, they revealed everything to the community. To put it bluntly, actually, the adults here. Can the adults do it? Everything. Cut it out? Take a look. This is human nature. The thugs saw the video, immediately headed to the home of the middle upper class. Meanwhile, Mei Shan got from the girl in the information department. After obtaining the surveillance camera location, she also immediately rushed over. Jiang Hu was also on the way when suddenly received a call from the middle upper class son. What exactly is your identity? It turns out that just now, when the doctor was administering medicine, he suddenly found the doctor's voice somewhat familiar. Isn't this an interrogation style? Is this the voice of the doctor treating me? He immediately realized something was wrong. Some kind of identity? I did it all for you and your wife and children. I risked making this trip just for that. I had a really tough time, facing one problem after another. My wife and children. Shija. When you retired, he disappeared along with you. What is this? Our guy here just got the USB drive. Mei Shan suddenly launched a surprise attack. After grabbing the USB drive, she used a cloned phone to copy the contents of the USB drive. After completing the file copying, his gun also ran out of bullets, so he surrendered by raising his hand. Then a single electric punch destroyed the USB drive. Here, Shiju is interrogating Zhao Yazi, waiting for good news. A subordinate suddenly called and said the USB drive was broken. Although the USB drive was broken, they found traces of file transfers. So they interrogated him about who he had sent it to. Mei Shan is so stubborn. If you scrape the chicken's erba, it will speak. You're not going to say anything, huh? Let's see who this gentleman is. I counted to 3. If you don't speak up, I'll kick him out. How could he possibly hold on until 3? By the time it reached Mei Shan, the teacher had already instructed. They said the file was sent to Jiang Hu's phone. The junior took out Jiang Hu's phone and took a look. It really was. After obtaining the file, yes. What kind of... Fortunately, his martial skills in the Jiang Hu were quite good. Between the legs, he counterattacked and defeated the extra. Over here, they are still unaware. Then just be evil. Make a bag out of his scarred skin. The chopstick hand is skillful. Raising the cutting knife, about to start. A disguised car suddenly rushed in. It's Jiang Hu. Mei Shan saw the husband who once controlled her at will. He was surprisingly so weak. Softly, she usually kept silent about his frivolous spending. Jiang Hu drove the disguised car. He took him and broke through the encirclement. The hostile forces relentlessly pursued from behind. They even beat up the disguised car until it was full of dents. The result was surprising. However, only a few have grown until now. For the battle of quoted speeches. In the underworld, the wife broke the rope and put down the pipe. The pipe is like a mighty dragon that cannot suppress the local gossip. All along the way, sweeping thoroughly, defeated quite a few motorcycle gangs, finally got entangled under 2 cars, directly caused 2 cars to lose control and spin on the spot. Since there are still motorcycle gangs relentlessly pursuing, the martial arts world opens the row house entrance again. All the ori inside the Jiang vehicle can be arranged. That scene. Don't be too greedy. After escaping danger, those who are angry should break up. I was wrong. Don't go. Where did you go wrong? That fool. Actually, I used to be a special agent. Extremely impressive. Compared to me, you're just trash. I'd better get going. Don't mess around. I'm not my own master either. You know that. In our line of work, secrecy is a must. Please forgive me. In the future, I will still rely on others. Sincere. Help me put on the costume. Let's go. Wear that when you meet people. The police have also discovered a gun at Jin Zhongchan's house. The scene also contained Mei Shan's gun. Now, the higher-ups suspect Mei Shan of embezzlement. They want to search his desk. It just so happens that this call is from Mei Shan. The captain was afraid of exposing Mei Shan, so he pretended the call was made earlier. Relying on their years of tacit understanding, Mei Shan immediately understood what was going on. He asked the captain to find a car for him. Car. Brother Hongdi. Mei Shan immediately realized that Era had a car. Mei Shan contacted Erha, learning that they had just evacuated the Jin middle-class family. So the two sneaked back to the Jin middle-class family, got the guest dragon phone with location tracking in the underworld, and also the arms collected by the Jin middle class. That's silly Mei Shan. It's very dangerous. Otherwise, you shouldn't get involved. No, the director won't allow it. The two carried weapons to face Elder Ma in a deadly showdown. This vehicle is a bit flashy. The two sneaked into Shiju's secret base. They stormed in through the back door, killing anyone they saw along the way, killing any dogs they encountered. A bewildered figure stood before them, like worthless chickens and tile dogs. Shiju heard the noise, hurriedly ordered subordinates to evacuate overnight. As soon as he stepped out, he ran into a trap set by Zhang Huzuo. He was blasted more than 3 meters away. Then, 2 henchmen appeared and took him away. Wow, Brother Muskie, I had him killed. The two ahead performed a hat maneuver. Who do you want to kill? Husband, he actually cursed at you with Shiba. It's all my fault. I didn't teach him well back then. Bragging loudly, Shiju's men suddenly clashed. Then, Zhang dismounted and engaged with his men. A fierce close-quarters fight. This doesn't look good. Look over at these 2 women. Women fighting looks much more interesting. The 2 of them keep holding each other back. They both still have a bit of that Zhang style. Surprisingly, no hair pulling. In the end, Meishan let out a slight grunt. Seeing her husband being beaten, Meishan hurriedly went up to help. Shiju took the opportunity to climb into the car and start driving. Meishan no longer cared about her husband and hurriedly chased after. The henchmen still tried to sneak attack, but were knocked down with a martial arts kick, then killed by a gunshot. Afterwards, they all went to chase Shiju. Yancho couldn't catch up. Meishan saw the nearby organs. What we fear is a single shot. In the end, Shiju was captured alive. The hidden money was recovered. Meishan not only cleared the suspicion, but also achieved great merit. Later, Zhang Hu also joined the wife's investigation team, started working as a husband and wife team. In the midst of power gathering, the movie is called Cross-Border Mission. It has a bit of the flavor of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. How should I put it? Although it lacks much sincerity, but it also doesn't have many flaws. Congratulations to the Elevator War God. Again, merging cargo and vehicle war god. Shiminghen?